We know that filing the FAFSA can be intimidating and potentially frustrating, so we have created 2 videos to help you with the process. This video covers all the information you need to gather before starting the FAFSA, and a second video will contain further information about completing the FAFSA. We encourage our students to take primary responsibility for filing the FAFSA and working with their parents to complete the process. We are here to help you and hope this video makes the steps easier for you. The first step is to gather the information you need before you start. If you have all the information together, completing the FAFSA should take only about 15 minutes. Here is the list of what you need. Create your student and parent FSA ID at studentaid.gov. It will require both the student and parent to enter separate email addresses and cell phone numbers. We recommend you set up an email address that is different from your high school email, as that email may be disconnected after you graduate. You will want an email address you can go back and use every year you are in school. You will want to write down your challenge questions so you are able to answer those in the future. We are stressing this because we have no access to your account here at the college, so it's very important that you record this information and store it safely. You will use the FSA ID to return and correct any errors and for filing the FAFSA the next year. It is also used for federal loan applications, for the student and for parents applying for Parent Plus loan. Second, gather your official tax information. You will need your federal tax returns and W-2s and a Schedule C if there is a business involved from 2 years ago. For example, if you are applying for the academic year 2023, you will use your forms from the tax year 2021. If you did not keep copies of your tax returns or W-2s or Schedule C, you can request these forms from the IRS at irs.gov. These can be sent to you electronically or via postal mail. As you answer questions on the FAFSA, it will be determined whether you are an independent or dependent student. An independent student would meet certain criteria, such as 24 years of age or older, an orphan determined by a court order, an active duty member of the military, married, an emancipated minor, and a few other options. If you are an independent student, you will not have to enter your parents' financial information. The majority of students will be dependent students and will require entering their own financial information, along with their parent financial information. For the FAFSA, determine whose financial information will be included. This can be challenging as students may live with someone besides a parent, such as a grandparent who is providing most of their financial support. For FAFSA purposes, you must include parental information if you are a dependent student. If your parents are living in the same household as you, you will be using their joint information, regardless of whether they are married. If your parents are no longer together, you use the parent and, if remarried, their spouse, with whom you currently live. It does not matter who is claiming the student on their tax form, but only who is truly providing the majority of the financial support. You only use the financial information from one household, and it is primarily determined by where you live. Again, we know this can be difficult today when a student is living with a grandparent or even another person who is effectively fully supporting the student. Even in that case, you must still use one or the other parent's financial information. If you need further help in making the determination of whose information to use, please call the Financial Aid Office at 573-288-6000, extension 6307 for assistance. You need to know any education credits that have been claimed on the tax forms. Also, please locate how much child support was paid for the year on tax forms. The FAFSA will provide information on what should be reported. Other information you will include will be pension payments as listed on the W-2s, any child support received on the tax year being used, any military or clergy housing allowances, and veterans' non-educational benefits received. You will also be reporting the following asset information on the FAFSA based on their value as of the day you file the FAFSA. A. The value of cash, savings, and checking accounts. B. The net worth of investments such as stocks, bonds, mutual funds, CDs, and 529 plans. C. The net worth of a business owned that has at least 100 employees. D. The net worth of an investment farm and equipment which is not a farm in which you live. E. The net worth of any rental property. The net worth is the value of any of these items less anything you owe. Items that are not included are the value of your house, your car, your truck, your motorcycle, or your boat. Once you have all of this information together, go to FAFSA.gov or download and use their mobile app, My Student Aid, to complete the FAFSA form. Again, we know the FAFSA can be intimidating, and we are here to help. You can contact any of our financial aid staff by email at financialaid@culver.edu or call them at 573-288-6000, extension 6307.